Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Why, 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 why? Zimmy. Why, 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 why?
So you leave those slippers, okay? Throw it away.
From me walking, and I'm simming. Me ready, me ready. Yeah, my step so clean. You have to see me. Me ready, me ready. At the cycle, she not don't forgive up no time. Me see the shape and the figure, the rust no blind. From she a shake and a wiggle the rust vagina. She said take your time, you will broke my spine. I don't see high fish much on the upper sign. She said the rail up on the jeep and see if the climb. Gear a squeeze, she a see if the seat recline. Ah, you see me. Me ready, me ready. And my step so clean. You have to see me. Me ready, me ready.
Ooh, my brethren, Bagga.
She say your style, I'm stinging. I know the love I'm bringing. She say, oh, I'm winning. I want me to take out to the fountain with a tank call. It's a no blues and no rock and roll. Me just a cruise and a batar call.
My name is Tasha. I am the first child and the only daughter of Bagga.
Yeah, baby.
That we know of. And I'm honored to be your MC for this lovely occasion. And I want to thank you all for doing that because it's just not just us, it's such an extended family. So thank you for bringing the love to, where's my dad? Dad? Bring the love to him and to my mom. I thank you all for that speeches. We are going to sing happy birthday to our dad. Get it, DJ. Nice and loud.
Yeah, baby.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right. Thank you. Who wants to take the mic from me first?
Point them out.
Point them out. Fabricio Wilson.
Yes.
Listen, we want to force everybody to speak and talk, but I think the biggest thing is about family, everybody being here, so we thank you for making time. Just a little bit about Bagga Wilson, right? Somebody who's been a major inspiration in my life, and I'm proud to be a great father because of the role model he showed me. But this is not your funeral, so you're not gonna go over your CV and how great your life was. I think everybody here know who you are, so you won't get to that point yet. But we just celebrate and just thank you so much for what you have done, but also here for what you guys. So not just celebrating Bagga, we're celebrating all of you and us being here enjoying this moment, all right? So it's not about the speeches, it's all about this wicked cheesecake that I brought from Manhattan. That I hope everybody can share a little bit and get a little fat and gain some calories.
As long as you ain't make it.
But again, this is just a moment that I know Basil is never going to make it about himself. So really and truly it's about all of us and everybody being here and taking time, because time is precious and we won't get it back. So much love to all of us. Let's share this moment. I hope to see a little bit of dancing before you leave. And again, just to say one love, all right, to everybody in the extended family. Much love.
Pass the mic like the
I'm Joan Flowers, better known earlier on as Jem. Met Bagga through Neville. Bagga was at KC, Neville at Calabar. Neville, you need to come up here as well. You put me on the spot, I'm putting you on the spot too. Get up here, come on now, come on, you gotta be up here for Bagga. Yeah. They go back a long time, and Basil has proven to be one of the best friends that we have ever had, and in our family, he's also family. I think Neville has a story to tell.
Well, Bagga and I
I used to watch him play Manning Cup. Back in the, I left school in 1962, and he left in 1960, am I right? 61. It so ended, I didn't know him that much in Jamaica, but we all walked up at Queen's College in Flushing on the mezzanine. After work, we meet at 4 o'clock, and we do a little talking, studying, so forth. And
So you say.
no,
So you say.
we studied. Well, Bagga went his way, and I went my way after I left Queen's College in 68, went to downstate, whatever. I left downstate in 1969, then I got married to this lady. All right? Bagga and I have been friends throughout the years, and I come to welcome him today and hope that he gets to 95. Okay?
Happy birthday, Basil. Bagga, as we love you and call you Bagga. Yes.
Next up, yes. Stand up and introduce yourself, man.
Oh, I get weak now. Well, I am Cecil Leslie, but everybody call me Buffy. Bagga and I go way back. Even though he was a KC man, came to Calabar, who was my good friend. So that's how we met. And we used to hang out from in the 50s, late 50s, 60s. We used to go to a brethren house named Brownie, and we used to have a wonderful time. But I'm here, I want to do something special for my brethren. Yes? I know we all sang before, but I want to give him a version. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my brethren Bagga. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Carol Walker, who we just found out a couple of days ago, recently moved to Bournemouth. And I want to mention Carol particularly because she was married to my brother's best friend, that is Muller Walker. And so Carol has always been very dear to us. It's quite gratifying to hear that she's now a resident in Bournemouth. The second person is the wife of my best friend, Winston Chuck.
Barbara.
And that's Barbara Chuck. And that was really a surprise. I didn't know Barbara was coming. But for the years that I spent in Jamaica, I went back to Jamaica for 2 years, and thereafter, Chunka and I were very, very close, and we helped, I think, to enrich each other's life. And once he passed, it was such a great loss for me, because we really spoke almost every day. And even though Chunka was an outstanding soccer coach, we don't realize that Chunka was also an intellectual, because we would speak about almost everything under the sun having to do with Jamaica, America, or what have you. But we did so much together, it was just such a loss to have him pass at a fairly young age. There's so many other people here who have had a special part in my life. Never Flowers spoke. Never and I hooked up at Queen's College. But my sons, both Connor, my oldest son is not here, we live in Virginia Beach, and Lucretia. Whenever they were injured, and I would take them together, would never charge them a penny. Not one penny. And that was the relationship with Nepo and myself. And Junior Charlton just spoke, and just a tidbit. From 1980 to 1990, we brought together all the Jamaican soccer teams in the metropolitan area, including Canada, Chicago, Washington, D.C., etc.
Miami.
The first year we did it, we forgot to identify the referees. Junior Charlton refereed every game that was played that day. Every game. So that's the kind of devotion and commitment that we really have. Buffalo's mentioned that we really saw the group in the 1950s with a number of us. And there were some others who are no longer with us. Buffy went to school with a very good friend, Juicy Burgess. And Juicy migrated to Canada. Buffy and him remained very, very tight. And Juicy was just a great graduate. And all of us at that age had become critics of Jamaican society. We used to move around a lot of Rastafarian brethren. We never became Rastafarian, but we were critical of the injustice that existed in Jamaican society. And so many of us went on to study and to be able to make a contribution to Jamaica's intellectual life based upon those early years. A lot of us became professional. Buffy went into the medical field. The other brother who mentioned, Sagi, went into the engineering field, was an early graduate of CAST, etc., etc. So we all, in many respects, uplifted each other. We all influenced each other. And that is really what life is about. Dr. Comey spoke about the Sunday dinners that we have, but it's not so much, I have a particular affinity for Teddy's rice and peas. But it's not the rice and peas right we are there. It is the social setting that we come together and we exchange ideas and speak in such a loving way that when a Sunday passes and we are not there, it becomes a vacuum in our lives. And we sort of really help to enrich each other's life in terms of our coming together and what that really means to all of us. I have been very fortunate in life in the sense that I have an older brother that had set the stage for me. He migrated ahead of me, and he went to my mother's sister who was living in D.C., and he went on to Howard University. In fact, we have a lady who might become president of the United States who is a graduate of Howard.
Here you go. Yeah, baby.
So he went to Howard, but he would write to me on a regular basis telling me what was taking place in American society at the time in terms of the civil rights movement. He would introduce me to the writings of James Baldwin, to Bertrand Russell, to Ginsberg the poet, to Langston Hughes. So by the time I migrated and came to the US, I was just overflowing with intellectual curiosity. So when I went into college and started my undergraduate education, I wasn't just interested in what I was learning in the classroom. I spent more time in the library to study what I needed to know in order to develop a profound understanding of the world in which I live. And that had a lot to do with you setting the table in which I was able to, in fact, move into that. Now Jimmy mentioned the impact that his older brothers had on his life.
Yep.
But Jimmy also had an impact on his older brother's life. Because one of the things that we used to do as a family is that we had an aunt who was like a mother to both Hugh, Jimmy, and myself. And every Friday we would converge with Jimmy's family, my family, Hugh's family, and we'd buy fish and food and eat at a home in Laurelton. And as that lady who is Aunt May, as she aged, Jimmy was instrumental in taking care of her, and in fact was really like a son to her until her passing. And that shows a certain amount of humanity, a certain amount of selflessness, and the family will always be grateful to him for that kind of commitment, courage, and love. For my immediate family, I am a father of 3 children. Natasha, who growing up, I never had to spank her once. I just had to look at her. I just had to look at her, and she would fall into line. And then there was Kenneth.
You had to yell at
there
him.
was Jimmy. And there was Mauricio. And I don't think there's anything more gratifying in life than watching children grow. And I really can say that my wife and myself really benefited from being the parents of 3 children, in which we are immensely proud in terms of how they have lived their life and the contributions they have made in terms of having children, and how they have been the parents that they have chosen to be. So I must also give thanks to Phyllis. This is really Phyllis's home. I just rent a room. And whenever she gets very angry, I call Sonia Cobry and ask Sonia Cobry to apologize for me. But I have lived a career that I spent almost 42 years as an academician. And what is much more, what was immensely telling about those years was the young students that you had an impact on. When you could encourage them to go on to law school, to go on to do a PhD, or just to get on with their lives and be productive, whether they went into politics or they just went into being social workers or what have you. And so life is about giving. It's not really about taking. And I have spent a lot of time as a writer. I wrote for Carib News for about 30 years. I wrote for Everybody's Magazine for another 20 years. And I don't think I got a penny.
I know that.
Right? But you do it because of the love that you have. And you want to share ideas, and you want to, in fact, be a part of the larger debate that is taking place in the Jamaican community, in the Caribbean community, and in the larger society. And so I must really thank you for being present. I just mentioned to somebody earlier on that the first birthday party that I ever had was when I was 71. What? Before that, in Jamaica, we never knew anything about birthday parties. We couldn't afford it. Not that I can afford this one.
Your kids can.
But this is really a magnificent coming together of so many people who have influenced my life. And so this is an enriching experience. And I just thank you all for being here. I thank Craggy for the music. I thank Brisha, who I think was it, Brisha and Tasha, who were instrumental in bringing this about. And I want to thank my new daughter, my new medical daughter, and she is the mother of my youngest grandson. We have 7 grandchildren, and who was delivered by Dr. Millicent Cumberland. So thank you all. And even though Maurice wrote on the invitation 2 to 5, it is 2 until. So thank you all.
Hey, after we come to that, you know, you don't have no way.
I know Bagga tell you everything. He thinks he told you everything. The other part of Bagga that maybe a lot of people don't know when we were young. Bagga was not little, was a rude boy. Right? We had a friend who was his best friend, who was his best man, named Saggy. And when in the 60s, some spot where we go, in the night time, people don't want them listening. So Bagga is not seeing.
Jeff,
So I just want us to bring up that part of his life. And it's important also.
yeah.